Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And we're going to keep it brief today because I am pretty darn sick. And I might lose my voice at any minute. So I had a little incident this morning. I was trying to floss my teeth, which is at best a tough job. Well, I've got these two in the back between a crown and my last tooth, and the dental floss got stuck. It wouldn't move side to side. It wouldn't move up to down. I couldn't slide it out. I contemplated cutting it and leaving it there. And the more I tried to get it out, the more the crown next to it, which is vital, it's on my big giant molar, started to feel like it was moving. And I was really nervous. So I put a bunch of hot water in my mouth and swished it around, thinking that might make the dental floss easier to move. But then, when, of course, doing that, the two ends got tangled up. And finally, after trying to stay calm and putting my glasses on and moving from mirror to mirror because my panting was making the mirror steam up, I was able to get it out. But it reminded me of something that applies to our dogs. And that is, I know that spot in my mouth is literally impossible to floss. They don't floss it at the dentist hardly ever. And when they do, I hold my breath for fear I lose that crown. And, there's like something stuck there from the filling nearby. I don't know. But, flossing for me has never been easy. I have a water pick. My teeth are very tight. My poor sister, when she had braces, they pulled a bunch of her teeth out. And the thing is, I know better. I know what I need to do to take care of my teeth. They're very healthy. I have happy teeth. And I listen to the hygienist yelling at me to floss, floss, floss. And it goes against my better judgment and what I feel in my heart. And we do the same thing with our dogs. When you go to a trainer or you go to a vet or you get some advice from a friend or you read something online, you think that what that person is telling you is better than what you know. Sometimes that's a mistake. You have to trust what's in your heart with regard to your dog. I will never forget my poor mom and sister going to a trainer that came highly recommended, and these are informed consumers. My mom has helped us find dozens of horse trainers. My sister's a vet. She's met all kinds of dogs, dog people, dogs in different levels of training. Couple of classes went by before they could see how absolutely mean and abusive this trainer was, not just to the dogs, but to the people there, and walk out. Now, it takes a lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of courage for me to say, I'm not flossing my teeth on that side in the back ever again. But that's what I'm going to do. Because you never know what stupid little thing will happen. Glad it turned out okay. I know, Danny. And the same is true for our dogs. My mom was telling me yesterday that a friend of ours in New Jersey has got a little Papillon, and she really wants to do agility with him. They love agility. She got him the littler size just to do agility. She's driving over an hour to go to agility school with her dog. And my mom thought that was kind of nuts. But you know what? If the best place is an hour away, that's where you're going to go, right? And I'm not sure there isn't even another one nearby, but this person's, again, a very informed consumer. I am sure she figured out that was absolutely the best place for her puppy to go with her to learn how to do agility. And the same thing is true for me. I'm driving, about 20 miles each way to go to my agility class and my rally class to work with a particular woman that I really love how she teaches. And the facility is nice. It has a very good feel. The other people that come there are fabulous. And, I was thinking there's like 10 people within 5 miles of me that teach rally and obedience, and some of them try to do agility in these tiny spaces. But I don't resonate with them. It's against what my heart feels is the right thing to do for myself and for my dog. And if you are, for instance, going to a vet that you don't think is great, like maybe you're really into holistic stuff and you're going to the regular vet that's in that day because your vet's out and you didn't request to come back another time, you're nervous. You're not breathing fully. Your blood pressure's going up. That doesn't help your dog and it's not helping you. So if something like that happens, you need to be able to stand up for your dog and walk out. Somebody I know, their dog was acting weird. I don't exactly know the details because the story is so amazing. And she brought the dog to a vet who is reported to be a holistic vet in my area. If you Google holistic vets in my area, this one comes up every time, number one. Been there a long time. Brings the dog in, greeted at the door by one of the two vets in the practice, brings the dog into the back. The vet's holding a syringe like this over the dog, saying, we have to give him a Bordetella shot. I can't see him until he's had his kennel cough shot. This is a holistic practice. This is a sick dog. It's a small dog. Are we going to give him a Bordetella shot before we even look at him? Now, this person has had a lot of their own issues, and they said, go ahead and do it. Dog got really sick, and the dog didn't get treated for what was really wrong with him. And that led the person onto a whole, journey. So, you can't say yes in those situations. You have to be ready to stick up for your dog in any circumstance. You have to be able to say, no, I'm not going to this dog park. These dogs don't look well maintained. Or I'm not going on this walk with my friend because her dog always runs away and I don't want mine to get in trouble. And you have to say, no, I'm not working with this trainer because I don't like how I feel when I'm there. And it's not good for your dog. There's a horse trainer I know locally here. And boy, every time I try to do something for them, they always want one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. And I think, what is it like to be that person's horse? Does their horse go out and say, oh, I'm doing a good job today? And then the person's like, one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. It breaks you down. It makes you unhappy and sad. And all the good things that might have happened in the first 20 minutes are out the window. So how many times are we with people that make us think about how they might be with their animals by how they are with people? And this is something, see, we drive 40 minutes to our doctor because the local ones aren't that good. So yeah, you should. And, I can tell you, I've got people coming to me 2 hours from Boston and 2 hours from New York City. Yes, what I do is really unique, but, there are other holistic practitioners, an acupuncturist, somebody with a cold laser might be in between me and there. But yeah, people will drive for what is right for them and right for their dogs. I've got a lady that comes down from New Hampshire and she's not even very financially set, but she likes to bring her dog here once a year just to make sure she's doing the right thing. So, and of course people come from all over to see my sister. So you have to do what resonates with you. And I think this is going to be a big... Sorry, we had a little incoming phone call. I have a friend who always calls me at the worst time, 5 minutes before you have to leave on a Monday morning. Right now. Right when you're about to eat your dinner. Anyway, so you have to be able to say, this doesn't resonate with me and I'm not going to do this to my dog and myself. Because it was Linda Tellington who taught me to observe horse trainers and see how I feel while I'm watching them work with horses and people, and watch how they interact with the people. Certainly my mom and sister could see that bad dog trainer being really mean to the people and yelling at them like they were stupid because they weren't yelling at their dogs. And you can see this in the world of animals everywhere, When you meet your doctors now, I've got really good doctors because I'm super, super picky with them. Every doctor I have now, the first time I've met them and every time I come back, shakes my hand and says, hi, how are you doing? What more do you want from a doctor? If they care enough to say, hi, how are you doing and mean it, that's a pretty good doctor. But, your dog trainers and your vets should be the same way. How does your vet treat your pet? Are the techs there nice? I know so many great vets who have really bad office staff. And I know that's a difficult thing. Sometimes it's the wife of the vet who's the difficult office staff or their relatives. But, you've got to be in a place that's good for you and your animal. You've got to do what's in your heart. You've got to trust yourself with everything related to your animal's care, the food, the treats, the walks, the trainers, all the professionals in your dog's life, the groomers. So that's our message for today. Trust yourself. Don't get your dental floss stuck in a tooth where you know it shouldn't go because somebody told you it was a good idea. And don't do that to your dog. Don't put him in a situation where you're stuck. And don't be afraid to walk out of a class. And don't be afraid to drive extra far. And don't be afraid to disagree with somebody that you might know personally who tells you something's a good idea and you know it's not. So that's all I have to say today before I lose my voice. We are at our educator job Monday and Tuesday this week, or no, Monday and Wednesday. And I don't know if I'll be here on Tuesday. My yoga this month is very messed up, so but I'll be here Thursday. It's very cold. Danny had snow, I'm sure. We had some flurries. We're supposed to get more today. The spring will come. Summer will come. Thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day.